Welcome back to another beautiful Wednesday evening with Carnage Unleashed with these fellas, Kev and Connor. Kev, how you doing today?
I am great, Wade. Happy to be here. Still in shock after the NFL trade deadline. So my beloved Colts are going all in. So we're excited about that, but not as excited as I am for this weekend, Wade. I'm really looking forward to Ring Wars, and that's good because we'll be talking about a lot of that tonight. But first and foremost, Connor, how are you doing tonight? Good to have you back, brother.
For the most part, doing pretty good. As you can read down by my name here, Packers do hurt my soul a little bit. Watch them absolutely lose to the Panthers in those ugly uniforms on Sunday was not fun. But other than that, I'm doing good. Glad to be here. Like Kev said, ring wars, big fights coming up, good stuff to talk about. I'm ready.
Awesome, yes. Well, my Steelers didn't do a whole lot but for the trade deadline, but we did beat the Colts. I'll take that. But yeah, this weekend I'm excited. We got Ring Wars. It's going to be pro boxing with a kickboxing undercard in Fostoria, Ohio. And today we got special guest Marcus. Let's bring him on. How you doing today, Marcus?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Doing great. Doing great.
Good.
So just to jump right into it, how'd you get started in the boxing?
So I was born and raised in Battle Creek. My mom's family's from up Flint. Great grandma passed away. I moved up there, and I found Flint Town Boxing Gym up there. And by the time I was about to get into it and look, I moved back to Battle Creek. When I moved back to Battle Creek, we left my house one day, and there was a random building. And now it was just people were in there. So we kept driving by and we seen punching bags hanging up. I was only 11, 12 years old at the time. So my dad drove by. He seen the bags and stuff. And he turned around, took me in there and asked him what this place was about to be. Sugar Tony Rosario. Rest in peace to him. That's who made me who I am today. It was his gym. He opened it up. And he was like, this is going to be a boxing gym. It was that Friday. That following Monday, I was in there.
That's awesome, yeah.
So it's just something, I never played really like sports for school or nothing. So like, I don't know what really drove me to it besides like I did like to fight. But going to the boxing was kind of unexpected on my end because nobody in my family fights. I'm the only boxer in my whole family. That actually the only one who has a dream and a goal with the sport in my whole family, and I actually reached it. So that's a blessing right there.
That's awesome. So what has boxing done for you in your life?
What boxing has done for me has done a lot, man. I used to like to get in fights. Starting the gym, it made me learn respect, like discipline, to let things kind of slide more than normal. That comes with that discipline too. It took me a while to get to there though. My coach was very strict on attitudes and all of that, and I didn't have the best attitude. So I literally trained for 4 years before I even had my first fight because he did not do the attitude stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So once I sharpened up on the outside of boxing, he opened up the boxing more for me. And that's when I fell in love with the sport and took off with it as an amateur until I was 28, until I was 27 years old. I've just been pro for just a year. In September, I passed a year. And that's just, man, it just opened a lot for me. Like a lot of doors. Like it had good opportunities to come. Came with some 50-50 opportunities. But we stayed down to it and kept to it.
Awesome. I know you said that you just said that you've reached your goal. What was that goal particularly that you've reached?
So I'm from a small city. I don't come from money. I know how pro boxing goes. You got A side, B side, pay for some wins until you get to the money fight,
Mm-hmm.
So I never put my goal as to be like a world champion. That was too much for me, which kind of sounds probably like crazy to other people, like why short yourself? But it comes back to what do I have behind me to put me to the top? And I don't have that. You know, I'm a solo fighter. I own, when I own a gym, I run a gym with a coach here in Battle Creek. We have about 45 registered amateur fighters. So doing that and doing what I do is a blessing. But my whole goal was just to do amateur, get as far as I can in the amateur, and go pro. That was my goal, just to say I did pro boxing. I did amateur. The only thing after amateur was pro. Like I tell everybody, from football to basketball, any sport. You got elementary, middle school, high school. What's after high school? You go to college. College is the NFL or whatever. Well, boxing is all year. We know that. And there's only amateurs and the pros. So just going pro and having that as my dream, and I reached that, is a big blessing to me. And I did it without my first coach, Sugar Tony Rosario. So that was the hardest step for me, because when he passed away, I couldn't open up to another guy to train me. It was just really hard. I had to start building trust, getting new relationships with different coaches. I went through a different couple coaches. When I brought up the pro game, they're like, there's the front door. And I'm like, oh, well, I see this isn't for me. So I grabbed my bags and rolled out, you know. But I found a guy that believes in me. No matter my record, I go to the gym, show up, put the work in. I don't take weak fights. I show up professional, put on a fight. And he's pushing me to be the best I am now as a pro. So
Awesome. What fight in your career, pro career or amateur, what fight have you learned the most from?
So I can say from both sides. When I won my belt at the Power Gloves, it was a tournament. It's a 3-day fight tournament. And I learned a lot from that. It wasn't just because I knew I had 3 days to fight. So it wasn't just go in there one day, go hard, and be done by tomorrow. You know, I had to pace myself. So I kind of put myself in the predicament of treating it like a pro fight. That was my goal after that, to go pro. So it's like, okay, let's slow it down, pick my shots, save energy, and see where that takes us. Well, I won the whole tournament, won the belt. So I was like, okay, so let's try pro. The first, I can say the fight that I learned the most in was when I fought Lyndon Perticio from Hawaii. I fought him in Philadelphia. Tough kid. He was the number one in the world in the amateurs. Came over to the U.S. Nobody over here could beat him. Nobody would even fight him in the pros. I never heard of the dude. I show up and fight, you know. So that's what it was. Showed up, weighed in, everything was good. Did the fight. It was a hard fight. It was. But what made me learn that, it showed me who I was inside. Um, I, I had got stopped in the third round, but that didn't make me think that I was a quitter. You know, like I took a challenge that nobody else would. I had nothing new about the guy, which was my mistake. But getting in there and doing that and pushing myself to the test showed me where I'm actually at in this sport. Even though I'm 0-7 and my opponent's records equal out to like 23-3, which is amazing. But on my end, that fight showed me like, okay, you gotta step it up more or get out of the game, you know? And so after that fight, I stepped it up, went back to the gym. Took a couple more losses, but I'm still here, bro. You know, the loss don't define me. It's just I just love this sport. And if I can make it this far, then I'm happy.
Yeah, I mean
That's awesome.
Oh, sorry, wait.
Nope. Go ahead, Kev.
Yeah. So with that, it's great that you shared that. I mean, it seems like the sport has done a lot for you already, and you've been pretty active as a pro in your first year. That's a lot of fights to take on. So what is sort of the plan for you going forward? Like you say, you're fighting guys with some incredible records. Your overall opponent record, that's really tough. Are you still going to be looking to just take the toughest fights you can get as long as you can get them, or what's the plan as we go into 2026?
So I'm gonna take this fight with you guys. Let the best man win, all respect. But after this fight, I'm not done. But I do need to get me a couple wins, so I gotta figure that out. I gotta find some sponsors probably. But I'm literally from Battle Creek, man. There's nothing here but freaking smoke shops in every corner. Like if you look up my city, there's a smoke shop next to a smoke shop, or it's horrible. Nobody it's hard to get sponsors, around here. If you're not giving to them, why are they giving to you? With me being 0-7 now, they're like, well, you don't win. So like that kind of sucks too. But at the end of the day, I believe in myself, man. So if I gotta work, I mean I work, but if I gotta work and take my paychecks to buy me a couple wins just to stay in the game, I will. I am picking my fights smarter. I learned the hard way. I was going through some stuff in life, so like fights were just coming. Like to be honest, I fought that Saturday in Philly, got home Wednesday, and was in California that Saturday fighting again. So like,
Oh wow,
it's just it was just opportunities. Like I mean, to be honest, who can you ask who made $6,000 in 1 week? You know what I'm saying? You can't, not nobody. You know what I'm saying? So like, I was done for taking the fights, but I think I'd have been stupid if I'd have passed up the money when I needed it. But right now, it's not for the money. Like, I really want to change this around, do what I do, and actually put my name out there.
and you mentioned as far as doing what you do, you said something about, and forgive me, was it about 45 amateur fighters that you've worked with or that are training at your gym? So with that, I feel like you can learn a lot while you're teaching, right?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that you can. And so what would be like, has that been your experience? And like, what have you learned the most out of coaching all of these amateurs?
A lot, man. Like, how the amateurs fight versus how pros fight. Because a lot of people see me train and I like slow it down. And they're like, and so like when they spar, they try to slow it down, and I have to correct that. Like, no, amateurs is all about punches and bunches. They don't care about damage or whatever. They don't care if it's sloppy. They just want to see a fight. So like going between like showing them how to do like just punches and punches and punches, and then going back to like me where I gotta slow it down. That helps a lot too, because it helps me actually like pick up my furries, or then I can slow it down, pick it back up, slow it down. Just me being the amateurs and seeing these guys are all green, man. I just give them my knowledge, what I learned from my first coach. And there's another coach in there too. So like if I say something and he'll like throw a little tweak in there, and then he'll make it even perfect. So like two minds make a great idea if you can come together. But overall, training them has helped me a lot on as a fighter, because sorry, I got my daughter here. And
That's all right.
so it helps me a lot, like training them, seeing where their mistakes are. And when I see their mistakes, I'm like, do I do that mistake? Because everybody makes mistakes. So like I see if I can correct them while correcting myself. Just holding pads, you see punches coming at you, so that kind of helps too. Stop, fat. Now it's my dog. Stop.
Supportive household, nothing wrong with that.
So yeah, man, just training the kids, man, just it does help a lot. Show me where to tighten up at, to pick up at, even on my end.
Yeah, I mean that does make a ton of sense. I mean, it's a different a whole different mindset when you have to, it's one thing to learn it and execute. It's another thing to have to try to explain it in a way that a lot of people can understand. That can help you sharpen your game up
Yeah.
too. So with that, has there been an aspect of your preparation for this fight that has been the most challenging, or is there a part that you've enjoyed the most about getting ready for this weekend?
So when I have fights, I get selfish. Um, that's why there is two coaches in there, because the one coach knows I do fight. So when I do have fights, I'm selfish. I just let him control the whole class, and I act like I'm just another student in there. Um, I mean, it still helps. I mean, I have a hard time just to see something and not correct it. So I still like coach and stuff. But I think me being in this gym and helping others get better, and like I said, where I can see them get better, I can tell myself to correct that too. So I think it's all around has helped me for this fight.
That's awesome. Yeah. Um, for this fight, have you done anything different, or is it just like training as usual?
Um, so my training in the gym is pretty much the same. I find sparring partners all different. Like all my sparring partners are different. I actually got a sparring partner up in Holland, Michigan, man, named Byron. He's ex WBO world champion. He won it down in South Africa. He's 29 and 5-3. So like he's a dog, man. So like getting my ass kicked by him and giving him some good rounds is making me a dog. So like this fight's gonna be fun. Like I have a lot to show. I have a lot to prove. I have respect for my opponent. Me and him talked before about fighting. Reached out. We set it up. So I'm ready, man.
Awesome. What win for this weekend mean to you?
It means a lot, bro. Um, really, I'm coming alone. My mom and dad is coming with me actually this fight to run my corner. It's the first time, so like I really gotta. It really means a lot, man. Like my parents is the one who started this whole career for me. If it wasn't my dad pulling in the parking lot, getting out the car and walking me in, paying my monthly dues or anything, bro, I wouldn't be where I'm at today with this boxing. So like having them walk out with me on this fight for my 8th fight it means a lot, bro. Like I gotta show up. Like win, lose, or draw, y'all gonna remember my name.
Awesome. Now, when you prepare for this fight, do you watch a lot of video on your opponents, or do you just focus on yourself?
To be honest with you, me and him, like I said, we talked before. I asked him to fight a couple times because I seen he needed an opponent. It's hard to get people at our weight. So I seen a couple of his fights already. The one guy he fought, Cujo. I know who Cujo is. So like seeing him go off 4 rounds with that guy didn't really impress me, to be honest. His last fight didn't impress me because the guy didn't do shit back. When he fought Garcia, he got stopped by a good opponent. So don't get me wrong, he got stopped by a good opponent. But I don't really see nothing that I should be worried about. I mean, it's a fight. Everybody get punched at the end of the day. But to see like anything worried or anything, I feel like no. I didn't really watch too much because, like I said, it wasn't really boxing. It was more like a brawl. So I'm gonna just match energy. Like if he comes out wild, I'm gonna just pick my shots. I'm not about to brawl with him.
It's a good strategy. Kev, you have any other questions?
Connor, did you have anything for him?
Just to touch a little bit on what Wade said about fighting Lino. I mean, I made my amateur MMA debut against Marcelino, so I can tell you, he packs a punch, he hits hard. But where do you see compared to your game and his game? Where do you see that you're better than Lino when it comes to boxing?
I see he comes from the MMA and all of that kickboxing too. So I'm gonna be way sharper. Way sharper. He might be stronger because he cutting weight, but that only lasts for so long. You can only be strong for so long. I did MMA too. I started off boxing though. I did MMA when I turned 18. I did like 3 fights. So I know the difference between them both. Boxing is way harder. So I mean, if he's been working on his boxing since his last fight, he might be better. But he's too sloppy. I'm gonna be honest. I have all respect for him, but it's just what I see.
You think you got the experience factor when it comes to just the pure boxing?
Yeah. I've been
Gotcha.
whole life.
I like that.
Awesome. Yeah. So you thought so you view boxing as like your passion rather than doing MMA and all that stuff. Did you just do that just for experience or?
Because I got bored with boxing. I was so little in boxing, man. That's why I went pro at last year. Man, I went to 10 amateur fights, couldn't get no fight. I was like, man, fuck it. Guy hit me up to go pro. I said, let's run it. Went pro, did my first fight, lost by 1 point. Right back in the gym, you know. And I just ran with it. Took some dumb fights, of course, but yeah, like I'm real comfortable with my boxing. That's where I started. I started at 11, 12. When I turned 18, that's when I did 3 cage fights. And I went right back to boxing. My whole bucket list was just to kick somebody in the head and stop them in the cage. I did it. Hey.
That's awesome. Was that a rush?
It was, bro. It definitely was. I was hyped for like 30 minutes afterwards. Still going.
That's a big old adrenaline dump.
Yeah. It's
Connor
different.
would know.
There ain't nothing quite like that feeling of knowing that it was you versus him, no ref in there. If there was no ref in there, it's someone's gonna die in there. So that feeling of being the better man and beating somebody is just it's top tier. You feel like the man for like the rest of the day. Like nobody can touch you. Like I get that.
Yep. And it's better when you call it too. Like
oh yeah, absolutely.
I just do that with a head kick and boom. It's all good.
That's awesome. So I know you touched on you think Marcelino is a little sloppy. And you're just gonna pick your shots.
Sloppy opponents is dangerous though. Wild shit is dangerous. Like I said, man, I got respect for bro. We 2 men getting in the thing. I just call what I see.
Mm-hmm.
Some sloppy shit that I'm tight. So he just ready.
Nice. So you also mentioned that he cuts weight. Do you cut much weight, or are you pretty much
so it
right around?
Depends how I am. Like this, I only cutting a couple pounds to be honest. I seen him fight Cujo at 115. He was gassed in the second round. He just took this last fight at like 125 and the same results. So I'm making him come to my weight. That's where my hoping my smart plan comes out to play at, like in my advantage. But like I said, man, we will see. I walk around about like no more than like 123. But like if I'm in the gym, like I've been in the gym, it just depends how I train. I'm in the gym just with like clothes on, sweating. I'll be right on weight soon as I sign the contract type shit. So then I ain't gotta drain myself, which is a plus. But then putting on that extra weight and then me having carrying that extra weight on my opponent, that kind of sucks. But we here to box and not wrestle.
I hear that, yeah. Just had a question, I forgot. Kev, I'll switch it over to you real quick.
Well, I think we're getting close. I know that Lino is backstage right now, so I guess it's time to ask the age-old question. Marcus, do you have a prediction for Saturday? How's this thing gonna go?
To be honest with you, man, I think it's going all 4. I don't go for knockouts. I don't. I go in there, have fun, bro. If it comes, it comes. I don't have no knockouts, to be honest, under anything besides like my little MMA stuff. So I'm not coming in there to knock heads off unless it comes down to it. I'm here. I'm here to box, show my skills. If the knockout comes, it comes. I don't hunt for nothing.
Nice. So
Gonna let it come
you
to
like
you.
to
That
pick your
makes sense.
shots. Yep.
Gonna be fun, man.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for it. I love watching some boxing. I love watching some kickboxing. So especially people that are just down to fight, have a lot of knowledge, skills. Which seems like you've been doing it for a long, long time. You got some skills with you.
I have, man, and it's just it ain't nothing cocky, man. It's just I've been in the gym my whole life, you know. It's time to keep showing my skills. I know how the pros is, man. That's on my record. It's how it is. If I took 8-side fights, man, I'll be 7-0 right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I know how it goes. But I'm a fighter. I show up to fight. You gotta put me down to put me out. So I don't lay down for nobody, man.
That's awesome. Yep. So you said you're gonna go all 4 rounds. What do you do for your cardio?
I run, swim, bike. I got a dog right here, man. He does 3-mile runs with me. You know what I'm saying? Like he wakes up and go to the door for me to go run. You know, like it's just anything, bro. Anything to make my lungs hurt and tired like I am in a fight. That's what I like. I don't leave the gym unless I feel like I just got the 10-round world champion fight. You know, That's how we train here.
That's awesome. Well, I appreciate you carving out some time. I think once Lino gets in here, I think he's in the backstage waiting to come up. But do you have any people you want to shout out or anything like that?
Just shout out to my whole city, man. Battle Creek, Michigan. There's a couple different teams here. When I need the work, man, we all link up. They give me the work. Kalamazoo family too. My Holland guy, you know. There's a lot of people that actually helped me for my pro career, you know. And if it wasn't for them, man, I wouldn't be getting the work that I get. Like I said, shout out to my mom and dad for putting me in this. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be who I am today. To the man upstairs, Sugar Tony Rosario, man. That was like a second dad to me. He said training camps I was staying at his house. You know, I couldn't leave. And I was only a teenager, you know. Like, so the stuff he did for me to make me better as a fighter, man, it was a blessing. So I'm still here carrying his name. So
that's awesome. Well, I appreciate you carving some time out, and I wish you the best of luck this weekend. I hope for a great fire fight. So,
yes, sir.
Well, you enjoy your night.
Hey, you too. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, Mark. See you Saturday.
See y'all Saturday. I just hit done, right?
Yep.
All right, and we will bring Lino here up to the stage. There he is.
Lino,
Hello,
there he is.
sir.
What's cracking, y'all?
What's up, Lino?
What's good, Connor?
Same old,
So
same
what
old.
is it? Is it the kid or is it Showtime now?
It's showtime now.
Showtime. I can dig it. I can dig it.
I outgrew the kid stuff.
Yeah, I feel it, bro.
Yeah.
What's cracking, Kev? What's cracking, Wade?
Not much. How you doing?
I'm feeling great, bro. Doing great.
You cut that hair.
That's
Oh
what I
yes,
was
it's
thinking, man.
Thursday. I get my hair cut tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow after work.
Nice.
Cut my hair. Get a nice little fade on side. Keep the top a little bit, you know.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I know all about that. You know, I got all kinds of hair down here.
I'm getting there too, Kev. It's coming.
Oh shoot. So Lino, how's this fight camp been going for you?
Well, let's be honest, man. It's the first fight camp for real. It's like my only fight camp. So I've been, what I'm saying, full time dad, full time, worker. I work full time. I don't got the privilege to, live in the gym or nothing like that, or be in the gym 24/7. So I got the weights right there. So I got the bag outside. I got a pole with some tires. You know what I'm saying? So I'll constantly getting work.
That's awesome. Yeah. Um, so how has the weight cut been? Did you cut too much weight? I know your opponent.
So yeah, well, so to be honest, it's the first fight I ever had to cut weight too. Like I was when I found out about it and we was scheduling everything, I was walking around at 128, and then I let myself, stay that way, work out, just kept working out, uh, kept staying strong. Um, was lifting real heavy, got real strong, but I wasn't just doing heavy lifts though. Like I was doing a lot of resistant bands and
Mhm.
stuff like that to where it's working on my speed because I'm saying that's been my main thing is speed. So yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. So your opponent thinks you're a little sloppy. What do you think of that? Do you think that you've improved your game?
I mean, sloppiness happens when you got a bad dancer. You know what I mean? It all depends on on who you're dancing with. If I got somebody that's what I'm saying that's staying off balance or something like that, I'm gonna be unbalanced. So
Mhm.
it's just I don't know. I see what he says on some occasions. You know what I mean? Some sloppiness. Like I see it. Some throwing too hard. You know what I mean? Missing some little shit like that. But if he's talking about staying in that pocket with me, if he's talking about staying in that pocket with me, it's gonna be a show. It's gonna be a show for sure. That's what I like to hear. Cause that dancing around bullshit. Y'all know I don't like to dance around. Y'all know I'm 32 years old. My legs don't move like they used to. You know what I mean? So I ain't trying to dance around. But it is what it is. We gonna make it a show.
Nice. So you mentioned this is your first cut. So has it just been hard to find people around your size that you just like taking a little bit heavier weights that you're so what's the
Nah, so
journey
like
been?
me personally, bro, like I'm trying to walk around at 130 and still cut to, you know what I'm saying, like 115,
Mm,
118, so that way I can it's not a bad cut. I stayed 128 for like what 2 weeks ago, and then I started light dieting and increasing my water. So then I got down to like 122, and then like a week out, I stick to like 120, and then like right now I'm walking around at like 119. So
yeah.
I only got like what 3 pounds. I can shit that.
Yeah. So yeah, it doesn't seem like a terrible cut. 'Cause you see some of these MMA guys cutting like 20, 25, 30
Oh
pounds. I'm
yeah,
like,
that's
woo.
them. I mean, that's just the game. that's just yeah, that's just the game.
Yeah,
That's
that's
everybody.
wild.
No, everybody's scared to fight what they really weigh for real. Like if motherfuckers were to fight their actual weight, you'd see a lot of people be humbled. You know what I mean? Like a
Hmm.
lot of people, even stars, like what I'm saying, stars. You see these bare knuckle fighters. A lot of them, people still cutting 30, 40 pounds. You see Pereira cutting to 18. What was it? 185. Walks
Yeah.
around at 240. You know what I mean? That's 60 motherfucking pounds. Like why you got to do that for?
Right. That's wild. Yeah. Um, throughout your amateur and your professional bouts, which fight has been your most memorable and you've learned the most from?
Oh, learn the most. So, I mean, my most memorable and stuff. I would say my second pro fight, the one I fought Andrew Rodriguez
Hmm.
in Cali. Stockton, California. That's the one where I really learned because I took them all 4 rounds. So and I took that on like a week notice. So it wasn't even a fight I was training for. It wasn't even what I'm saying, like something that they call me. What was it, Sunday? I got on a plane Wednesday. Uh, did some little bullshit on Thursday. Weighed in Friday. You know what I mean? So it was
Mm-hmm.
just it was quick. I went there by myself basically too. Like I had my coach Amin and David Music with me. David also fought that night, and Amin was our corner. So it was just us guys there.
That's awesome. Bet you that was an experience.
Oh yeah, it was a humbling experience. Very humbling
Yeah.
experience.
That give you confidence though that you could walk in a week notice and go all 4 rounds like that.
I mean, to be honest, bro, like it was just like so. It was a big venue, bro. It was an arena of like 13 to 14,000 or something like that. So,
Wow.
from the second you walk into the like before you get to the tunnel, they got what I'm saying, they telling you when like, all right, your music playing, all right, you got to walk, all right. Then next the camera right in front of you, and it's like all right, yeah, damn. You look out, as soon as you get out that gate, you're like, oh shit, all these people here, damn. You gotta knock your head a little bit. All right, let's get back into the game, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a little. I don't want to say like starstruck or nothing like that, but it was like a let's yeah this is it. Like this is just the beginning though. Like this was just the beginning, and this is what it can be. Like we can really, I'm saying, make it to them levels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'll kick it over to you, Kev.
Yeah, well, I'm going to keep it light here at the beginning because, I've shared this probably before on this program, but Lino was there for my first day on the job, and he had a memorable walkout and usually delivers something very unique, and it's always a good time. The walkout itself is an event. So I'm not asking for outright spoilers. I don't want to steal your thunder, but I have to ask, do you have anything special lined up for your walkout on Saturday?
Nah, brother. I mean, just being me. Nothing special. This is business now. Cause I don't
Okay.
know. I caught a little bit from the from Marcus. He had said we had previously talked or something like that. So it wasn't really a talk. Like he had messaged me like, "Hey, what's up with the contract or whatever?" He was like, "Did your people send that contract?" And me personally, I don't like. I ain't never. This is my second A side fight. Third A side fight. So it's like I ain't never. What I'm saying, been in that position. I've always, what I'm saying, to be like, oh, have somebody send so and so a contract. I want to fight him. It was never like, oh, I'm trying to fight you. Yeah, it was never like that. It was just, what I'm saying. But once he said, what I'm saying, something, and then, what I'm saying, negotiations get thrown around, and you know papers get thrown around, and contract get fall in laps, and now here we are.
Strictly business. All right. That's
Yeah.
fair enough. It'll still be a great show. I'm looking forward to it. I
Oh
think
yeah.
it's going to be. I think we're walking that fine line. Doesn't seem like not any trash talk. No bad blood, but all business, right? So
All business.
it's gonna be a great show. So what was something like? So you mentioned having the full camp as opposed to your previous where you're taking it like 4 days in advance. So like what was it just mainly cardio and stuff? Like how do you think you
Yeah.
utilize that extra time? Was that what was most valuable to you with having that extra time this time around?
This time around was because everybody always talks about it. Oh, my cardio. But me, I'm a little dude. I'm still a little dude. I'm 32, but I'm still a little guy. You know what I'm saying? So still throwing around them 16s. Them gloves are still heavy. We fight with 8-ounce gloves. So, when you got them 16s on, them things still heavy. But it's just now it's been like being prepared for a runner, for my cardio to go around the ring, to chase them, to cut the ring off, and not to what I'm saying, let them get theirs off.
I'm gonna say I've got a couple more. I'm gonna save at least one of them for the very end. So I'm gonna kick it to you, Connor.
Yeah, I asked Marcus, same thing, kind of like where he thought he had the advantage over you. He called you sloppy. We talked about that a little bit. What advantages and where do you see that you're better than Marcus? I'm assuming you're going to talk about the power. That is, you're still the hardest dude to ever punch me in the face was when you punched me in the face when I was 18 years old, my first fight. So I'm assuming you're going to talk about that power, but where do you feel you got the advantage over Marcus in your game?
To be honest, brother, I'm I'm me, bro. That's the advantage. I'm me, dog. Like it's the advantage is me. Like it ain't even no disrespect or whatever, but it ain't even me versus him. It's this one's me versus me. Cause this one right here, to be honest, bro, like we both fought prospects. We both fought, national champions. You know what I'm saying? We both got that losing record towards them. This we pretty me if you look at the papers and shit, we pretty much, what I'm saying, this a decent fight in the boxing world. You know what I mean? And we're both sort of say journeymen, you know what I'm saying? So but the thing is I'm me. You know what I'm saying? I got that, I got that dog in me, bro. I got that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. That's what I was expecting, low key. I ain't gonna lie. So that's kind of what I thought. I'm excited
Yeah.
for it.
It ain't it, I mean, don't be wrong. My power, I'm always gonna be strong. Like even cutting this weight. Like I'm still, you know what I'm saying, doing big resistant bands, keeping my cardio up, you know what I'm saying, and just like I'm just gonna be a little bit, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more faster, a little bit more with the feints and set some shit up, you know what I'm saying, not just trying to blow my load and survive all the rest of 4 rounds and nah. If he wants to bang, we can bang, but you know what I'm saying, if it's gonna be a boxing match, we gonna have, it's gonna be a show. Boxing's boxing.
Yes, sir. It's gonna be good. I'm excited. I'm
Yeah,
excited
it's
for it.
gonna be great. It's gonna be great, Brody. You gonna be there?
I'm gonna try to be. That's the plan. If I can get up there, I
Hell
want to be
yeah.
there.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm excited to see this. Um, Sounds like you guys both, it's both business. You're both gonna show the sweet science of boxing. Make it.
He wants to stay in the pocket. That's my favorite place. That's saying that's where I like to play.
Yep, for sure. We've seen you knock out some people.
Yeah, I think
Um,
you guys got 2 of my knockouts. Carnage got 2 of my knockouts.
yeah, yep.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I don't want to steal your question, Kev. You wanna ask that question?
Well, yeah. That the particular question. The okay, yeah. So, what is your prediction, Lino? How is Saturday night gonna go?
I'm gonna let whatever comes come. Like if his chin holds my power when I'm throwing some things, let it hold it. But I'm coming. I'm not just gonna come for the chin though. I'm coming for the body. Like that's one thing I learned from my other fights too. Don't just headhunt. Go to the body. You know what I'm saying? Work towards that body. That's something that's it's always there though. You know what I mean? You always gotta work that body.
Oh yeah, I learned that from Coach Amin. Sitting there, that's one of the things one of the many things he taught me, just by doing commentary a couple hours a
Oh
week.
yeah,
So
Amin will
I
take you
can
to
only
school, bro.
imagine
You'll
what
go to
you're
school with
learning
Amin.
in a camp with him and training with him. Yeah. Oh yeah, man. He's he's probably forgotten more about that sport than a lot of people know. So incredible resource there. So the other question that I had for you was just sort of, looking into the future. Let's just say, for prediction's sake, everything does go your way on Saturday. You've got the momentum building from that last win. Do you have a game plan for 2026, or are you just taking the opportunities as they come?
Like I said, bro, like I've never had an option really to go and get my fights, you know what I'm saying, to pay for my fights. I don't got that luxury. I don't got the luxury to have somebody go out there and look for a fight, so to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh hey, we got there's a fight coming up in, 3 weeks over here, so you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't really got that. I'd have to basically do that myself almost. So, 2026 is, and at the time, it's whatever Coach Gary's got planned, whatever, if he says, okay, we got another fight coming up, in March or, April, I probably won't take nothing. I ain't gonna take nothing stupid before that. I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a good camp for it again. 2 or 3 month camp. This one's a good month and a half, so to say. A 6 week camp. So, with that one, I'll go ahead and, depending on whatever happens, find something then, or hey, we got to fight. You've been in shape, you're in shape. It's the new year. You go take a B-side fight. It's a good opportunity. It's a good opponent. Da 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 da. We gonna rock. But it's just 2026 it ain't even promised.
That's fair. That's fair. My last question for you is sorry about this, Wade, but I got to ask you, just as somebody who took that travel a lot, how pissed are you that we have kickboxing in Ohio now? And you don't have to, or was it or was it just as close for you back in the day when we were driving out to Indiana?
I mean, the kickboxing thing, like, I won the Carnage 135 pro kickboxing belt. You know what I mean? That's not something I'm really. The kickboxing isn't really nothing. Yeah, I don't really like kicking. You know what I'm saying? I got little legs. You know what I mean? I can't lose no more vertical here. If break the shin, I ain't trying to lose another half inch. So, but I mean, to be honest, bro, it's a sport. Like it's a martial arts. It's something anybody can get into, any kid can get into. That it's another sport, and if it's around, it's around. It's just like some of them dance things, them dance competitions. They around. You know what I mean? Might not be a certain type of dance, but it's around.
Oh yeah, I love that it's here. I'm just mad that it wasn't there earlier.
Back then, yeah,
we could have saved some road
so-
time.
yeah. So I mean, that's just politics. Yeah, I mean, that's just the white man's being the white man's.
Like, why could you guys have gotten us into Ohio kickboxing sooner, dude? We were driving 6-hour round trips for years.
Yeah, it was fun, but I mean, Ohio, it is what it is.
Well, I do love Indiana. Thank you, Indiana, for allowing us to.
Angola, stand up.
Back in the day, yes, Angola.
What is it? Eclectic room? Is that what it's called?
Eclectic.
Eclectic.
There it is. Yes.
Yeah.
Eclectic room.
Shout
that
out
motherfucking place. Yeah, we turned that place up.
Oh yeah.
That was actually pretty fun. Yeah.
For sure. Well, we appreciate you taking some time out. I'm excited to see this fight. It sounds like it's going to be all
Saturday.
business. This Saturday, Fostoria, Ohio, Ring Wars.
Venue 18, y'all be there.
You got any shout outs you want to shout
out my wife, man. Shout out my kids. Shout out, you know what I'm saying, my little brother. Shout out my big brother Killer. He's home. Killer home. And that's another thing, bro. I've been getting some work in with Josh, and it's been nothing but greatness. You know what I'm saying? Like that's big bro. You know what I mean? So being able to get some work in with him after damn near 10 years, that shit. Yeah, that was. It's like we back at it. You know what I mean? And hopefully y'all gonna see him. Yeah, y'all definitely gonna see him. He's gonna be in my corner. So he's a goof troop. Don't worry about him. He likes to get a little loud. He likes to turn up, but we all like to turn up. So we all like to get loud.
For sure. Well, we look forward to your fight this weekend, and you have a great rest.
Oh, shout out Ink Society. You know what I'm saying? When in doubt, get inked out. Shout out them. Shout out to Mancho's Lounge. Y'all know the best Mexican cuisine in Defiance, Ohio. Holla at Mancho, tell him I sent you. Who else I got, man? I got a couple other people. Shout out DFT Demolition. Shout out everybody I be sparring with. Caden. You know what I'm saying? He's a real good person I be sparring with. Who else? Austin Roberts. Shout out Austin Roberts, man. He just came off a nice little win, though. You know what I'm saying? So his last MMA fight came off a nice win, and he's looking real good, bro. I'm excited for him, and excited for his future because he's from when he started, he's changing games. You know what I mean? And he's learned a lot. So he's like one of the ones that I see is like a most improved fighter type of thing. You know what I mean? Like the most improved of the years. It's like he's definitely on that ballot if there is one, and especially in like Ohio MMA, Austin Roberts. He's coming up. You know, a couple other people. You know, Romel, get working with Romel, get working with Dylan. Shout out Dylan. Shout out Coach Gary for everything. You know what I'm saying? Coach Gary be doing what he does with everybody. Um, Shout out Carnage, bro. Shout out y'all motherfuckers.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're looking forward to your fight this weekend. You always bring the fire, so.
Oh yeah, I gotta tomorrow is my last day of drinking anything, so I'm just gonna go to sleep tomorrow night, wake up, be on weight and smash, you know what I'm saying, something nice on weigh-ins.
Awesome.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. And y'all gonna see me cleaned up too, you know what I'm saying? Don't mind the thick hair, you know. I'm gonna be a little cleaned up.
Hey, let it flow while you got it, you know.
I know, huh? I'm getting there too,
one day
Kev.
all of this will be yours. Yeah.
Shoot. Well, you have a good rest of your evening, man. Thanks for taking the
Appreciate
time
y'all.
out.
Yep. Thank you,
Yeah,
Lino.
thanks so
The
much,
real
Lino.
one. Much love, y'all.
Sounds like all business. So, you know, Lino comes with the power, so
Oh yeah.
it's going to be power versus precision in my eyes.
Yep.
Yeah, and from what I watched of Marcus, he does seem to be a counter puncher. So I do see him he seems more calculated, a little bit of a more methodical pace, really picking his spot. So watched his fight against Diego, Jesus Diego, and yeah, he's really looking for those openings. So it could lead up to a very compelling bout because, you know, Lino is going to walk forward and throw those punches that Marcus will be looking to counter. So they're going to give each other what they want. I think we're going to be in for a good fight.
Oh, I think so too. Yeah, he had mentioned his record and stuff. Like when I watched that Jesus Diego fight too, and he looks crisp. He looks like he's got a lot of good boxing skill. So it's one of the fights that the record may not reflect the athletic ability of these guys, and you're gonna come up with a surprisingly great fight.
Yeah, we've seen it before, right? What was it? Like Kevin Walker, I think. Didn't he have a similar, like he had not a great record because he took a lot of really tough fights. And then when we saw him in there, I mean, he looked incredible. He fought incredibly. And it was like, okay, well, yeah, you can see sometimes it is about who you're fighting as much as it is about what you're doing in there. So records can be deceiving. That's not just a thing that happens in the amateur world. So it'll be interesting to see how this one plays out. Overall, I'm very excited about the card. You guys know I have more of an affinity for kickboxing than Marcelino does. I like it a little bit more than he seems to. But in all fairness, I'm not getting kicked by anybody in the shin either. So it's kind of easy for me to say that. But
you just get to call it.
Yeah, I just get to call it. The reason I love kickboxing is it's just me playing UFC 5. You know, I'm like, okay, these are the only buttons
Just
that I'm
spamming the button.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kick and punch, and if you grapple, you win. So, but how are you guys feeling about the undercard and just the card in general? We've had some changes, but still a very exciting card, top to bottom so far, from my point of view.
Oh, for sure. I'm Dylan Bucka, he's got a new opponent. Guy 6'7", undefeated.
Oh, yeah.
Dylan's undefeated at boxing, so like that's gonna be a great card or a great bout. I mean, I'm looking forward to that fight. I'm always looking forward to watching Ramil Torin. I've watched him spar and everything like that. They call him a razor for a reason, man. He's razor sharp, razor fast. Like So I'm excited for that one as well.
Yeah, and there's also Martin Tucker, who was part of that incredible bout with Kevin Walker, taking on Jimmy Balboa. That's going to be another good one on this card.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that's going to be a great one.
Yeah, there's a lot of familiar names too. Hey, the aforementioned Austin Roberts in there with Ryan Cornell. That's going to be a good one, I think. Caden Hastings.
Yeah, Hastings. I love his kickboxing's fun to watch. He's fun.
Yeah.
Preston Weichert's back. It's been a
Right,
while.
he's back, yeah.
That'll be fun. Kickboxing before. That'll be a fun one to watch.
Josh Frazier and Gabe Harris. That's another intriguing matchup.
Good too. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's it's
Good fights.
a nice card. You almost every matchup you're like, oh yeah, okay, there's something there. There's some intrigue here.
No bathroom breaks.
Yeah.
Gotta hold it all show.
You better wait till that intermission because you don't want to miss nothing. Yeah, so it's gonna be a fire weekend. They got really good matchups. Obviously, Kev gets his taste at his kickboxing. Gets his itch. And then the pros for boxing. Yeah, it's gonna be a great, fun-filled weekend of carnage.
Nice.
See what I did there?
Perfect.
But yeah, if you guys wanted to shoot a little wrestling minute real quick to finish up the hour.
Of course.
Ooh. Yeah, there's been there's a new champ, but I think there's an even bigger story, Connor. Where do you want to start with this one? Which storyline has you most fired up in WWE?
I will say I'm glad they did go with Punk. I was very nervous they were going to go with Uso. I'm glad they went with Punk. They did the right thing. That was good. But I'm very intrigued about this John Cena retirement tour tournament. Like that final match tournament. I'm like, they're hyping it up, and they said it could be anyone, people that don't even work here. And that gives me hype for the conversations we've had before about the Chris Jerichos of the world, the Edges of the world. So, I mean, I'm excited to see what that brings and who Cena's final opponent will be, because you got to go out with a bang. So I really hope it's Edge, and somehow they can make that happen. I'd love it.
That would be great. If anybody can pull something like that off for their retirement, it would be John Cena, I imagine, because in a way he works for both parent companies, or not parent companies, but AEW does a lot of business with. I mean, they're on HBO Max, and which is also where the DC folks are. So
there's
I'm just saying, John could talk to somebody somewhere. If it were, I don't know if 10 years ago would even be soon enough, but in my, if everybody's knees worked all the same and age wasn't such a hurtful bastard, I'd want it to be Kurt Angle coming out of retirement. John Cena go full circle.
Incredible. Kurt Angle is the man.
And with Punk winning the title, we did have an interesting Monday storyline about who's his first contender is going to be. And one of my favorites, Wade, back on Monday Night Raw as Logan Paul returned to.
Yeah.
That's about it. He. In like the happiest I've ever felt at a swerve face turn to heel turn. It was some weird booking, Connor. They had Logan Paul come out and claim it was his shot. Punk tells him to go away. Paul Heyman interrupts, and then you think Logan Paul's gonna. He does save the day in the first one, right? Because they meet up together 2 times. But the short version is he turns on Punk and punches him with the brass knuckles, and I guess is part of the vision now. How do you feel about this, Connor?
Yeah, from what I was reading is like they're keeping the same storyline that they were going to go through if Seth wasn't hurt, but they're just replacing Seth with Logan Paul. Is kind of what I'm getting. So he's going to be with the vision for War Games, I assume, and Punk can rally his troops to whoever, I'm assuming that'll be some Jey Uso and whoever he wants to put in. So I feel like that's what they're running with. It's just going to be the Vision plus Logan Paul. So, I mean, it gets Logan Paul on TV. He's entertaining. So, I mean, I don't think he'll ever win the big one, but especially not right now. So, but I mean, he's a filler. He's a good, entertaining filler. And if he's in a War Games match, he'll do something just crazy in that match. So,
that's the perfect spot for him, in my opinion,
Oh, yeah.
are those big moment matches, because he can set up something with somebody that will be memorable and be clipped and watched millions of times. And I think that's where his value is to the company right now. So, and see, people love to boo. So you put him on a team that's already being booed. It's an easy sell, I guess. So, as much as he's not my favorite guy to watch do any segment on television, he does do great work in the ring. I'd be lying if I said his matches were bad. So, War Games is great. Good fit. Can't wait to see how the War Games teams shape up. But I'm with you, Connor. I think I'm more interested in the John Cena tournament, which is funny for me to say because normally I'm the guy kind of making fun of all the tournaments that happen all the
Yeah, they do it a lot.
no reason. And now I'm like, yay, a tournament. Thanks for this one's okay though. Just not the other ones.
I was always a battle royal guy myself as a kid. I just throw them all in, and that was my favorite. So.
My
Battle Royale too.
My WWE Universe mode was lame as hell for anyone else to watch. Half my titles got settled with a battle royal. Like that's how we'll name the new US.
Everyone gets a shot.
Yeah, I was Vince Russo booking. Everyone is on the show tonight. Everybody. I don't care how many people I got to put in that ring. I think that's it. Is anything we're looking forward to outside of the tournament? Anything else for the Wrestling Minute, Connor?
I do want to touch on this Dominic in his triple threat match from Saturday Night's Main Event. Some of the stuff that he did in that was just great. The ringing the bell, making Rusev think he won the belt, then he didn't. He's over there at the timekeeper's table ringing the bell. That was great. And then he did this. He tried to do the Eddie Guerrero spot with the chair, and like he's gonna throw the chair and lay down like he's starting. The ref's like, it's no DQ, it's no DQ, and then he's stuck in the ring with Rusev as the chair. I thought that was a great spot. So every time I always touch on Dominic if I get to talk about Dominic. I mean, his stuff's great. So I wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, I'm here for that too. He's he's might be the best heel. He walks that line that's so hard to do of doing comedy stuff while also doing good work in the ring and still having the stories be stuff that you can get interested in. It's not just like sometimes the comedy bits, they do feel like they're just geared for the kids in the audience, which is fine, right? Like a family show. I'm not going to knock an Otis segment for being what it is,
I love Otis.
The old Choosh stuff. Like I can go with that. It's cool. But he blends that line of like, it's funny, but the matches are still entertaining and people get really into it. I think it's crazy how good he is compared to where he started, and the fact, and it's just like I can't get over it. Where I'm like, I never would have thought only 4 or 5 years ago that he'd be honestly one of the best.
Complete 180 he's done. It's very impressive, and I'm glad he did because I was the Dominic hater when he first showed up. I was like, this kid's boring. I didn't care for it. The white meat baby face I wasn't a fan of, but once he turned heel, I was. Yeah, like, this is the best thing ever. I was like, this is awesome. He's been the best heel on TV. So
once again, Edge's farewell gift, dude. They were using an Alter Bridge song for like 2 years after Edge left. It's like, here you go, kids. Have a heel faction run with my idea for the next 3 years. It worked perfectly though. But yeah, man, it is great to watch, and I think they've been getting a lot of entertainment out of the AAA crossovers too. It's just another area where they can let they've got a lot of talent on and not
Mhm.
enough TV time for everybody.
Yeah.
So every time I see a clip, I'm like, all right, WWE. It's funny how these things work. They're like, TNA, we'll do business with you. Well, we're gonna put your belt on one of our guys.
Yeah,
AAA,
you're
we'll
never
do business
gonna
with
beat
you.
our guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna beat you every time, but you get to be linked with us. So that's how it's that's the
Isn't
most
that
WWE
great?
thing ever. Like they'll never let them guys win.
Yeah, so a AAA mega champion for life, Dom
Oh yeah.
Mysterio. Looking forward
Oh,
to
yeah.
that. Until he loses to a returning Santos
Yeah.
Escobar.
Andrade returns for the 4th time to WWE. Takes the belt back. Oh, man.
Yes. Well, there it is, Wade. That's just a fraction of the stuff we could talk about, but we'll keep it a short wrestling minute. No wrestling hour tonight for you. But.
That's awesome. Where can they find you, Kev?
Oh, right now, make sure you check out our videos from Benchmark Pro Wrestling being uploaded to this channel. We're getting caught up with all the individual matches. All of Fallout has been scheduled. Cataclysm is on deck. But, of course, you can still catch all of Cataclysm right now in the Benchmark Pro Wrestling playlist. So go check that out. Other than that, keep an eye out for more articles on our website, carnagemediappv.com. And if you're a nerd like me, you can come hang out on the Dweeb YouTube channel where we are talking Sinners tonight because spooky season did not end over in our corner of the internet. We're doing more horror movies. Until we see the sun again, all winter. It's going to be a nice spooky winter over there. So come hang out with us if you would like. What about you, Connor? Where can the fine folks at home find you?
As always, every Wednesday here on Carnage, talking all things boxing, wrestling, MMA, whatever it is that needs covered, we'll cover it. You can always follow me on Instagram, I.am_Connor Smith on Instagram. And then I say it every time. Eventually, I will be back in the cage. I bulked up, got bigger. The weight's slowly coming back down again, so that means time's coming. So hopefully beginning of 26 at some point, January, February, March, somewhere around there, I'll be back to doing what I do best. But until then, every Wednesday, catch me here talking with the boys.
Awesome. Yeah, the Balkan was balking. As always, you can catch me here Wednesday, 7:30 with these fine fellas. As well as if you want to know what we're doing next, go to our webpage, carnagemediappv.com. We do have a show this weekend. Ring Wars. Kickboxing undercard, pro boxing main card. You won't want to miss it. These fights are going to be crazy good. So head on over to the website, carnagemediappv.com, and you'll get a link down there to buy the pay-per-view if you can't make it out there. It's going to be in Fostoria, Ohio at venue 18. So be there, be square, stream it, or be square. You fine fellas, have a good evening.